Alright, 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 alright. What's going on, guys? It is Blake back finally with the first core reacts for 2022. And what not a better way to return to the core react series, reacting to these excellent, highly anticipated, juicy, sublime metalcore tracks in the start off 2022 with Erra's brand new freaking single Nigh to Silence. Listen, I don't even need to say anything right now other than this is my favorite band at the moment. They've been my favorite band for, I want to say, since 2018. Since 2018, they've been my favorite band since I first discovered them, which was 2018. Shout outs to Adrian, aka Sabito, if he sees this. Shout outs to you for putting me onto the band. But anyway, ever since I found out who these guys were, they have been my favorite band. Not a single band has been able to top them, in my opinion. For me personally, Loathe comes very, very close, very, very, very close, but they haven't quite done it yet. I think it's mostly because Loathe doesn't have as expansive of a discography as Erra does, but hey, when you're in the game for a while, it's really hard for people to knock you off the top. So anyway, this is Nigh to Silence, their latest track, their first release of 2022, and it's actually going to be a part of their self-titled deluxe edition that's dropping early this spring, which was a complete left field. Like, I didn't hear any whisperings of any of this. All I know was this thing got announced, and then boom, we're doing a deluxe edition of our latest LP. I guess if you have a self-titled LP out, I probably should have guessed that obviously you should do a deluxe edition for that. I mean, if it's self-titled, you gotta do a deluxe edition for that. But I wasn't really expecting it. So this is just amazing for me. I get Erra in 2021. And now I get new Erra in 2022. Like, this is just a magical start for 2022 in terms of metalcore for me. So anyway, I've been waiting. This track is Saturday. This track dropped like early Friday morning, like midnight Friday. So I'm a bit late to the party. I've been waiting to do this, to record this, to react to it for the first time. I'm ready. I'm not gonna try not to freak out so much. I'm just gonna try and be easy, listen to the whole thing, but we're definitely turning this joint all the way up, and we are jumping right into this. So here we go. Erra, Nigh to Silence. Very beautiful intro. Chills. I love this. The way they break down with their drums is so good. This track is gonna punch me in the face, isn't it? These lyrics hit. These lyrics hit. JT's part is so fun. Oh, that chilling ambience in the background, that whatever soundscape they got going, dude. Yo, no chill, no chill. No chills, but got the chills. I love this as an intro. Is this the outro too? No, okay, we still got a lot left. This is a 5-minute track? Oh my god. Yo. That can't be it. Oh, that like 1.5, 2 minutes went by so fast. But deluxe edition out March 18th. But I think that was the most fitting way to end it. Like, I really loved the intro, and they sort of, you know, also used the intro for the outro. I think that was the most fitting way to do it. Wow. 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 I can kind of see why they decided to use this track as a B-side. And sort of save it for a deluxe. It sounds a lot different from anything else that's on the album, especially lyrically. I think for some reason it just feels like it's a completely different piece of material from everything else that's on the album. I don't know. It's a really weird feeling, because honestly, I feel like all the tracks on the album for the most part sound very different. Especially when you hear a track like House of Glass on there. Like, that song is just so much, it's just so much, I don't know, like it's completely different from anything else on the album. Then you have Memory Fiction also, which is probably the track that I've listened to the least. Because normally whenever I listen to self-titled, I listen to the whole thing, like start to finish. So, or at least I start it, like, may not finish it, but I always start it from the beginning and then just go track by track. I never really skip around. So if I do make it to Memory Fiction, it's just very few times that I actually listen to the track. But yeah, Nigh to Silence. That alone is probably, I think this track honestly is probably already, like, I want to say probably in my top 5 Erra tracks of all time. Through all their material, I'm pretty sure this track was already in my top 5, easily. And I think when I read the lyrics, I'll do it on my own time, but when I see the lyrics and I read them all, I'm pretty sure it might end up being like number 2 or number 3. Number 2, number 3, maybe number one, but Remnant right now is my favorite track by them of all time. I freaking love Remnant, and yeah, Remnant is a Remnant and Eidolon are gonna be really two tough puppies to beat, but this could easily be number three. I feel like after I read the lyrics. But yeah, very positive response seems like from all the comments. Like, people love this. Like, this is another thing that I want to touch on real quick before I wrap this up, is that, you know, I saw a lot of this is, you know, we're in January still. I saw a lot of album of the year lists, you know, on social media in December to close out 2021. And it seems like a lot of people kind of just forgot about Erra. Like, I think a lot of people really forgot about how much buzz their self-title was generating in, it dropped in March of last year, right? It was March, right? I'm pretty sure it was March. It was March or April of last year. Like, a lot of people really forgot, like, how much the spotlight was on them in the industry during March of last year. And I did not see Erra make it into a lot of top 5, top 10 lists of album of the year for 2021 albums. I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just a blind fanboy, but when I listen to their stuff, I'm just like, how can you listen to this and like, how can you listen to this and say with a straight face, like, that these guys are in the same, like, pool of so many of these other bands? Like, these guys are in a complete different level of their own. Like, this doesn't sound like anything else. Like, I'm so serious. And they're like, listen, bands do what they do. Like, everybody has some good stuff, but like, I honestly feel like Erra as a whole, they're like creating their own like genre. Like, I don't know, it's very hard for me to put into words, but I've always felt like these guys are just in a completely different meta game. They're in a completely different meta game, and I feel like with self-title especially, they are way out there now. And that's honestly how I felt with Loathe as well, and their 2020 release, which is probably why, like, you know, they're so up there with me as well. I just like different sounding stuff, you know. I could be edgy like that. But anyway, Nigh to Silence, that's my first core reacts of 2022. Would just really happy that I could start off my first core reacts, my return to core reacts, to reacting to metalcore tracks and stuff like that, with my favorite band, Erra. So, I mean, this was not planned. This is not scripted. I was not expecting them to drop a new track in January. I was not expecting this at all, so this was a very pleasant surprise. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of Core Reacts. If you did, make sure to drop a like. Comment if you want. Let me know what you thought of the track in the description below or in the comments below. Would love to hear your thoughts. And if you haven't subbed yet, be sure to do so. There are more Core Reacts on the way. I'm probably going to do the new track by Aviana next. Let's see. Aviana came out with a new track. Another band came out with a new track that not yet. Thornhill has a new track coming out, I think, next week, and I'm going to be reacting to that one as well. Aviana and Thornhill, those are two bands that I heavy listened to in 2019, and I believe both bands are probably going to end up releasing albums this year, which is super freaking exciting. Like, I cannot wait for the freaking records coming out this year. So I'll be reacting to those two next. Aviana will be next up, and then Thornhill, so stay tuned for those as well. But yeah, until the next time, thanks for watching, thank you for your energy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace. My poetry's never failed, never failed.